Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Marina and I live with my family in Russia. Tomorrow we're going to be having a state holiday that is called the Day of Russian Army. It falls on 23rd of February. But practically speaking, this is a holiday when we simply congratulate our men. So this can be considered Russian Men's Day. So all the granddads, grandpas, dads, brothers, sons and grandsons, all the male population of Russia is going to be going to be congratulated, going to be given presents of some sort, and of course we're going to be having something nice to eat. And speaking of this, I'm planning to make a cake that is called Napoleon. In English it would sound Napoleon. Yes. Don't ask me why it is called this way, I have no idea. Well, the thing is that many Russian families have recipe of Napoleon as their family recipe. My family used to have this tradition of making Napoleon. Usually my grandma was the one who was making this cake. And then when I met my husband, I realized that his family has the same tradition and that their recipe is identical to the one that I had in my family. Okay, coming back to our cake. This cake, Napoleon, is made from puff pastry, or layers of puff pastry that are covered with custard cream. And of course, those of you who bake know that to make puff pastry, you really have to spend a lot of time. You need to know the technology of mixing the butter, cold butter, and you need to know how to make the layers, hold them in the right way, and then you have to freeze them in the freezer, and then you have to take them out again and roll out the layers again and again and again and again. So this is a very lengthy process. We're not going to do this today. Today I'm going to cheat a little bit. I have already bought layers of puff pastry that are already baked. I have shown you this in my previous video about things that I usually buy in supermarkets. And that's how the package looks like. So if you're living in Russia and you see this kind of thing, know what this is. And if you ever want to make Napoleon of your own, you can buy this. Okay, it has 5 layers that are already made. This is really fragile, so I will need to carefully open this when I'm gonna make the cake. So the only thing that I will have to do today is to prepare a custard cream. Let's see what is necessary for that. Okay, what will we need for making the custard cream? We will need 3 eggs, 1 cup of sugar, actually 1.5 glass of milk, and we will need 2 tablespoons of flour. So the first thing that we will have to do is we will have to heat up 1 glass of milk in the saucepan. Actually, I have my recipe written here. So from time to time, I'm going to check whether I'm making things the right way. Alright, so the first thing to do is to add one glass of milk into our saucepan, and I'm using an aluminium saucepan because the custard cream doesn't stick to the bottom and it doesn't get burned. So this thing is really very useful. It doesn't look very nice, it actually looks kind of ugly, but I'm keeping this especially for making sauces. Okay. Alright, We will put this on the stove, and while it heats up, I'm gonna mix the other part of the cream. Okay, now as the milk is heating up, we have to be really fast and make the other part of the cream that we're going to be adding into our heated milk. So we will need half a glass of milk, we will need 3 eggs, we will need a glass of sugar, now I'm simply mixing this up, and I will need 2 tablespoons of flour. One and 2. Now we have to mix this really well, so we won't have any chunks of flour left, so that the structure will be even and smooth. Okay, that's pretty much even. Now we will take this and add it into our heated milk. Now I can feel that it becomes thick. It almost boils. Yep. Okay, it boiled. This is what we have. Like, this is really thick at the moment. We will need to add approximately 200 or 150 grams of butter, but usually I'm not adding this much because I like to have my cream a little bit lighter, not as fat. So let us add some butter. Boom, 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 boom. I think this will be enough. This will be enough for us. I will add this much. This is approximately 100 grams. Ouch. That hurts a lot, actually. Okay, the cream is ready. Let me show it to you closer. It is even. It looks wonderful. Now we cannot put the hot cream on our layers right away. We need to cool this down a little bit. Now we will open the package with our puff layers. Okay. Now I will be cutting a little piece of each layer in order to form a more square shaped cake. Just like this. Okay. And I will put this for the topping. Wow, you can see how smooth this thing is. Very nice. It broke down. I have a little accident. Okay, I'll try to save the situation somehow. Okay. Wow, the problem is solved. Okay, now I have sprinkled the top with the crust, that I made from the leftovers of my dough sheets. And now the only thing left for me to do is to clean the plate side so that it would look neat. Okay, one minus in making this cake is that you're gonna have a lot of crumbs everywhere, like everywhere around the place that you're making this. So our Napoleon is ready. Now I will put this into my refrigerator, into the fridge, and I will keep it there for at least a couple of hours because we need our cream to get absorbed by the layers of puff pastry by the dough. The the layers have to soften a little bit and they have to absorb the cream. So that's it. Actually, it took me about, oh my god, I think it took me about 40 minutes to make this cake. It took me about 20 minutes to make the cream and about 10 minutes, to put the cream between the layers. Really fast, really convenient, and believe me, this is really very, very tasty. Well, the big plus in making this cake that you almost always have some custard cream leftovers. This is my favorite part because you can just sit and eat this. But my kids like to eat this as well, so I'm going to coat them here right now, and we're gonna finish the cream with some cookies or some bread. That's it for today. I hope you liked my today's video. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you in my next videos. Bye!